Modern women don't get with men to build. They expect you to already have it. They're mostly there to consume and enjoy what you have already built. I hear married women jokingly talking about, this is my first husband.
My next one will ... And look, this is Chris Creative again.
Chris Creative, we see you. Listen, and this is my goddamn fear.
But I do think that like that's true for a lot of people.
This is my goddamn fear. So it's almost like
but also know who you're marrying. If she comes to you and she don't got anything, then why would you think all of a sudden she's gonna amass things and not try to take what's yours? You gotta know who you're marrying to.
Well, here's the thing: is that I agree with you, but like men don't generally judge women by the assets that they have or like what they have, what they own. Come on, let's talk.
Men don't judge women by the assets that they have.
Not
monetary assets, but don't you dare tell me that they don't judge women off the assets, because my face is an asset, an ass is an asset, your boobs are an asset. Don't tell me that you don't judge off of that. Your feet, what heels you're wearing, what clothes you're wearing, how tight that dress is.
Well, let's talk about it, because if men are judged by the accumulation of wealth and their net worth, but women are judged by aesthetics. Mm-hmm. One is a constantly increasing asset, my wealth, and the other is a constantly decreasing
First
asset.
Of all, rude, because if you saw pictures of me in high school, I have only come up since then.
Okay, that's true, but if it's gonna go like a roller coaster, but for real though, because if we're talking about the investment of love into a man who has a constantly increasing, right? Like, you even see, like, even from a beauty perspective, like dudes generally are, they start to get that salt, pepper, they get a couple of crow lines. Like, women find that very attractive. A more mature looking man, as opposed to on the flip side, like, your ass, the way your tits sit up, right? Your facial feature, like that is a constantly, which is why the beauty industry, the anti-aging industry for women is damn near $1 trillion industry. Mm-hmm. Because so much of the focus onto decreasing the speed of a depreciating asset. So what do you say to that? Because again, I have the assets. I'm judged by something that is constantly increasing, but women are judged by assets that are constantly decreasing. So where's the middle ground?
Well, I feel like also who sets those standards that women are judged by that?
Society.
And who's involved in society?
Everybody.
You?
Yeah. So
that's not like you're putting the emphasis on these.
No, you did. You said these things. You said the way my hair.
No, I'm saying like you're putting that judgment on my assets. Men, like you find me less attractive when, and by me I mean the general, like a woman.
Yeah.
Like when your boobs aren't as perky, and when your lips aren't as plump, and when, you maybe have cellulite or you're chunkier or whatever.
And women put the judge on men when they're broke as.
But also, how many women do you see around a broke man?
Not a lot. That's what I'm saying. So look at like a Stephen Curry's DM list like all these athletes, all these stars, these women athletes and these women stars don't have men all in their DM list. Because, there's not groupie men as there is groupie women, right? Like these rock stars, they go up on these concerts. Alicia Keys is not having men groupies that she's towing around. And the reason why they're there is because part of this red pill is understanding a female nature. And one of the things that they judge a man's masculinity on is the accumulation of wealth. And they are more apt to give you the insides of their body when you have ascertained a wealth that they find respectable.
Okay.
And the thing is, is that you don't think like that. And I think you have much more of a independent mindset. And I think a lot of that is probably attributed to when you talked about you glowed up and you're riding that and you're there, right? So one of the things that I asked to, I did a live stream not too long ago with Desiree. Desiree, similar to you, has gone on an education path and now she's doing her company. And I said, well, there's a lot of women that don't prescribe to the level of going this far in the level of education and ascertaining all of these dope things for themselves. And I respect when y'all do that. I actually like that a lot more in women that actually do that. And I said she said, so what's the difference? Like, what's the difference? And she said, I grew up thinking that I couldn't rely on my looks.
Yeah, I grew up knowing that I couldn't rely on my looks. I mean, like, I was not unfortunate kind of like unfortunate looking. Like I was overweight and had like bad skin and bad teeth. And I was like the funny one.
You were funny.
Yes. And like when it came to like group projects and stuff, and there were certain girls that like, oh, just pick me to be in the group. And I was like, I will do most of the work and provide snacks for our group meeting. Y'all will just be in my group. Can I just join you? Can I just put my name on what y'all are doing? And so I do think that is a lot like it. I have like a sense of humor, and because it's not like I grew up that people laughed at my jokes because they thought that I was cute. Like I do think that like I had to work for things, you know, it didn't come easy because of the aesthetics of what I look like.
Being an ugly duck and low key saved Amber. I think it's really shaped your perspective.
Yeah. Plus, like, I mean, I have a mouth. What if I thought like my whole life that I was fine and I have this mouth?
Yeah.
You know, God knew what he was doing. Like, knock her down a few pegs.
Yeah.
So she can get some perspective and shut it up.
Yeah, but you've had a large opportunity to work on your sense of humor. You know what I mean? Yeah, you have a large opportunity, and you also probably relied on it as well in order to for friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like everyone wants to be friends with a pretty girl, but like, I'll just be funny. I'll just be the funny one.
By the time they are 30, it's like riding around in a 250,000 mile car, depreciating liability. Men are just getting started at 30.
Yikes. I'd like to think I was just getting started at 30.
Well, here's the thing, because so here's the thing. I met you like 6 years ago. I met you like 6 years ago. And when you started to tell me and you showed me pictures of what you looked like in high school.
You know what?
I'm telling you, it's unrecognizable.
If you invite me back,
you gonna share the pictures?
Bring those fat pics.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was like, I have no idea who that human being is. That looks nothing like. Thanks for
showing me these pictures, but where are you?
Yeah, where are you?
Oh my God.
Yeah, it looks nothing like her. So the thing is what's interesting about that is that living as someone who wasn't whose aura was not caught up in what you looked like.
Yeah.
Because you weren't getting friends because of your looks, right? You weren't getting extra attention because of your looks. Like you were bad skin, overweight. So you weren't doing all those things. So, but I think that like having that gives you a different perspective, which Absolutely. Has guided your life. So you have an appreciation of, what your brain can do, like what your mind can do and how you can solve problems in a way that there's a lot of people that their whole aura is caught up within their beauty. And like, you'll see like on these PUA, on these pickup artists, for those type of women, whether or not they're a 9 or a 10, what those PUAs would say is that like, you have to make her not feel like she is that attractive. Because you're shaking her core, you're shaking her belief system, you're shaking her value system. Amber is a quality woman. Look at it. You got supporters down in there. You got supporters. The way she was able to articulate her thoughts shows that she's lived her life up to a certain standard. Many women aren't making conscious decisions about relationships today.
I mean, look.
Talk to me.
I just had my second kid.
Two.
A month ago.
Yeah, we did the maternity pics.
And still, like, I feel like I'm going strong. I love what I'm doing in my career.
2 beautiful girls.
2 very beautiful girls.
I haven't seen your second one like that, but your first one looks like a goddamn Gerber baby. I'm just like, oh my God, that's a Gerber baby. Like, submit photos now. Submit photos.
Like, I'm happy with my family life and my career, and just feel like I'm out here, doing some live podcasting debuts.
You're doing a fantastic job.
Some great Red Cup talk.